Ricardo,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you back, man. It seems like it's been for.
I know.
Seems like it's been a really long time since we've done this. Way too long.
Yeah. Let's
doing?
try to not do that again.
I know, man. We got to get better with this. Well, as you can see, we've got a different kind of setup here. Decided that we might as well be on the same side of the table here. You know?
I like it.
I do too. I think it's much
Yeah.
better. I think it's much better. It's a much better feel in here. So anyway, this is the way the show will be from
Oh,
now
yeah.
on. So welcome. We're just going to tackle a few subjects. We just kind of did a little.
Sure.
We just did a little review on the things going on out there, the absurdity of the world as we know
Oh
it,
my God.
or as we don't know it. For a lot of people, I think that's the problem, is that a lot of people don't even understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And including leadership.
Yeah. They just hear whatever's on the news and they're like, okay, yeah.
I don't even think leadership knows that they're leadership.
Yeah.
The head leader doesn't even know. He doesn't know if he's at a fucking pee-wee baseball game, or if he's playing miniature putt-putt golf, or you know what Biden would probably be best at? You just put him in Chuck E. Cheese and give him a handful of tokens and just have him go play whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
That's right up his alley.
Yeah.
Just like, don't. Till his arm fall off.
Yeah.
He'd probably get arthritis. Have to go in for shoulder surgery. Go get that bum wing fixed.
Yeah.
I could see him playing whack-a-mole though, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Easily.
That goofy the audio animatronic bands up there playing their Chuck E. Cheese song. There's Joe Biden over there with his suit on, and his mask, wearing his mask, yelling at the moles, yelling at the moles for not wearing their mask, asking the moles if they're vaccinated. Hey mole, come on man, want to have a push-up contest, fat? Oh God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So now we've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's the name of the new variant?
Omicron. Yeah.
Oh my God. We got the variant. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of South Africa, and from what South African doctors are saying is that it's a lot more mild.
Yeah.
It is highly contagious, but it's a lot more mild. They're not having the deaths, and and so Whack-A-Mole decided that he was going to put a travel ban on from people from South Africa.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. And we just watched a clip of Whack-A-Mole saying that it was xenophobic, racist, and everything else of Trump to have done that with China. When this whole thing started, it came out of Wuhan, China.
Yeah.
And he enacted a travel ban. And quite frankly, I think that it probably would have been a lot worse here had that not happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was already here.
Yeah.
No doubt. And I mean, one thing I looked at with that as well is that, okay, you've got the travel ban, but having spent some time in the Long Beach Harbor, I know for a fact that most of those guys on those cargo ships are Asian.
Yeah.
Now, be it, China, wherever. I mean, but there are a lot of Chinese workers on those boats. So,
yeah.
I mean, during that travel ban, what were they doing? Like when they would dock?
Yeah.
I mean, are they just staying on the boat?
I don't think so.
Off? I mean, it's like, and then you've got people interacting with them. I mean, so I don't know effectively if the travel ban really helped or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably the right call. But it's just funny that Joe called him a xenophobe and a racist, and now he's doing the same shit.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And then Jen Psaki's getting up there. God, she's something else, isn't she? She must have a really hard time sleeping at night.
Yeah.
I bet she's on a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Because to get up there and lie to an entire country like that every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be
It's
hard.
like...
How does she live with herself?
I have no idea, but it's like every day she gives a press conference and she lies, and...
Yeah. What did she just... they said, well, isn't this the same? Isn't this a double standard? Isn't this hypocrisy? And what was her justification? What she just said? She said something fucking stupid that just didn't make any sense. I mean, and they've gone as far as blaming the American people for the for the supply chain issues.
No way.
They've blamed the American people, and they've blamed the gas company, or the oil companies, and OPEC for our fuel shortages. We were the largest exporter of oil in the world before that jackass took office, and the first thing he did was sign the first thing they put in front of him, which was to shut down the Keystone Pipeline. Thousands of jobs.
Yeah,
gone.
I agree.
Thousands of jobs gone. And he gets up there and he's got the nerve to say that the action that he has taken is not responsible for the shortages or the price hike and the shortage with the supply chain. I mean, I went to the grocery store tonight once again.
Yeah.
I walked out of there with 3 bags. I got Honey Nut Cheerios, a thing of honey.
Yeah.
A thing of grapefruit juice, a thing of apple juice, and I got 2 pizzas, $40.
Yeah.
Wow. I went to fill up my truck the other day.
Oh my God.
And at Exxon, if you run a debit card, it automatically stops at $90. And I usually, with that diesel, if I get close to a quarter tank, I try and keep it full.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even down to a quarter tank yet, and $90 didn't fill my truck up.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
No, tonight I paid $40 to
get
fill up. Half a tank.
Yeah. In a small
Jetta.
car. Yeah. A small car. You probably have a 20-gallon tank in that?
Yeah.
18 maybe. Something. It's probably.
It's like 14.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. I got a 38-gallon tank. But then my other truck, my 85, it's got 2 19-gallon tanks, so it's the same.
Yeah.
And I mean, diesel's a lot more expensive right now, but it's just going to keep getting worse as far as I can tell. And then he wants to blame OPEC and price gouging. And it's like, hey, dipshit. The answer's right in front of your face. But but see, the thing is, he wants to try and save face. He doesn't. There's no way that he's gonna backtrack and admit that he was wrong, because one thing that Joe Biden definitely fucking has is a huge fucking ego.
Yeah.
You can see that with him. I mean, the way he answers. Come on, man.
Except that
he gets all upset and wound up, and I mean, they ask him if he's going to have a cognitive test done, or anything. Why would I need a test? It's like, because you don't know what the fucking Declaration of Independence is, dude. Like, when you don't know the Declaration of Independence, and you're the motherfucking president, and you've been in public office for 48 years, 8 of which of those years were spent as the vice president.
Yeah.
One would think you'd know the Declaration of Independence. You just recently got your citizenship here. You know the Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
I mean, it's like...
Oh, no, I had to learn that back and forth. It's like...
But yet our president doesn't know it. Because of the thing.
What thing?
The thing. I guess we got a thing.
Yeah.
We have a thing going on here. Sorry about the wind, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We are in Coyote, Wyoming. Just outside Yellowstone Park, and it is blustery.
It's been insane all day.
The last couple of weeks have been pretty bad with the wind. It's been shitty. I mean, I've gone out on my motorcycle a couple of times and gotten up on some of those hills, and I'm like, whoa. Like today, I was coming back in, and I'm like, and then it stops, and you almost fall.
Yeah, no.
Shit.
No, today I only drove my kids to school, and I was driving back, and I was like, holy fuck. It's like...
Oh, yeah, it's bad. They try hauling that trailer. That thing is like a sail going down the road. I can only imagine when it stood up in Clark.
Yeah, oh my God.
There was this place that I've stayed up there for a number of years now. And I've gone up there, and literally the wind blows so hard up there that this place, I've gone up before, and it's had grass. Like lodged in the siding. It's got cedar siding, and it's grass.
Oh my God.
So and I put bulletproof glass up on the windows up there because it was picking rocks up and hurling through the windows. And these people were from out of state. It was like the gentleman's hunting. Not a cabin, it's a house. But they didn't. They weren't there all year. So they'd come back and they'd have all those back windows just busted out. Yeah. It blows 120 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
You've been in that, though, down in Florida. Were you in some hurricanes down there?
I was in one. Yeah.
Which one was that?
Oh, no, it was in 2003.
might have to look it up.
Yeah.
I was down there in Hurricane Andrew. I was in Orlando. Our family was there, and we got out of there luckily.
Yeah.
And I remember getting on the jet and getting out of there, and there were so many people just stuck in that airplane.
Yeah.
Like just sitting on the ground, just like, what do we do? You know. I remember one day we were out, like we took a family vacation. My dad and I were out playing golf, like the Mickey Mouse course or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like that night, back at the hotel, my brothers and I went down to the pool, and all of a sudden, like the palm trees were just like just bend over.
Yeah.
And so of course we go up to the room, and my dad was like, pack it up.
Yeah.
We're getting out of here. He's on the phone with the airlines and like getting us on a plane, and we got out of there.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't really get the brunt of it there.
Yeah.
Orlando, it's so far inland. It wasn't like what people get on the coast, but
no, it was insane when I was there, because it's like everyone just freaks out, and then Miami was flooded everywhere. So
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, downtown Miami is sea level.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we were out in Orlando in 2017, and there had been a big one that hit there. We went out to New Smyrna Beach, and there was so much more devastation out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't find. I mean, I was thinking about like packing my trailer and coming back out there.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to the local people. They couldn't find people to do all the work. I mean, you had roofs torn off, siding all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, almost every house had contractors working on it, trying to repair everything. I mean, the place it hit pretty hard there. But that's right on the coast. But
Orlando, or
no, this was at New Smyrna Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we drove out there one day just to go to the beach and hang out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was right after. I can't remember which hurricane it was.
No, it's like
It was a big one.
my roommate used to live in Daytona Beach. That town just got wasted.
Yeah. Well, and I like that. That's what Biden has used as his excuse for not going to the border too.
Yeah.
Well, I've been hurricanes, and that's like, isn't that what FEMA is for?
Yeah.
Like, maybe you should go check out. And then here's another Jen Psaki lie. Well, he has been to the border, He went through there in 2008 on the campaign trail.
Oh, fuck that.
He drove through fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Even if he did in 2008.
Yeah.
That's 13 years ago, bozo.
Yeah.
It was a whole different thing back then. And now, everybody fails to remember that Obama, Biden, they built those cages at the border.
Yeah.
And they deported more Hispanic people than Trump did. I mean, and I watched it happen where I was at in prison.
And Trump gets the blame.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're saying, oh, well, you're separating kids from families. But when you have, okay, in this country, if I get arrested and I get charged with something, guess what? I'm separated from my kid.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a single father. He doesn't have anybody else. So I get, isn't that separate? I mean, there's parents separated from their children every fucking day in this country. These are legal citizens of this country. And when we're talking about unaccompanied minors coming over the border with no parents and no paperwork, what are you to do with them? What are you to do? Are you to do what do you do? A DNA test and then go into Mexico?
No.
You just send a team to Mexico and start testing?
No, fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? When you got a bunch of children and the other thing is that the chances are they're going to be sold into some kind of sex trade, sex slavery. I mean, granted that's putting a child in a cell or whatever is not.
Yeah, no.
It's not something that I don't think anybody wants to do.
No.
But what's your alternative in that scenario? Just let them go with the coyotes?
No.
Where they're going to end up?
Yeah.
They're not going to end up anywhere good. They're not anywhere good to begin with.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's crazy. There's got to be a solution, but the solution is not just I can't remember what the number is. It's like 1.2 million this year.
Yeah.
And they're taking, they're taking these people, and they're, for one thing, they're not testing for COVID. They're flying these midnight flights, these late night flights and they're just sending people to small communities all over the country without telling anybody about it. And so you're sending people that, I mean, the number, it's a speculation on the percentage of people that are coming across the border that are positive for having COVID, but it's up there.
Yeah.
And so you're just injecting people into communities without telling the communities that that these people are coming, without doing your due diligence and testing them.
Which is really fucked up. Because, I mean, how long does a COVID test take? Like a minute?
I went and got one when Jackson was sick, whatever it was, 2 weeks ago. He was complaining of a sore throat. I went to Walgreens.
Yeah.
I get on the app. I park in the fucking spot.
Yeah.
They bring the fucking 2 tests out to me for $23. Within 15 minutes, I had them tested. And I tested myself. Just to see.
Yeah.
$23, 15 minutes. Done.
Yeah.
And they should be providing those tests, I think, to the American people for free.
Oh, yeah.
I think every home in this country should have a what do they call it? The quick test. Whatever they call it.
No, but if you want to take a real slow test at Walmart, you have to mail it in to New York or
And so then you're I mean, everybody should have those. Just, I mean, they were able to send in those mail-in ballots to everybody, right? I mean, that was no problem. You can't tell me these tests cost a lot to make. I mean, the ones we got, I mean, it's just
fluid,
like, a little fluid, you dump it in the card, you take the swab, you go in your nose, put it in there, leave it for 15 minutes, come back, and if there's a pink line, you got it. If there's not, throw it out. How much does one of those cost to make? I mean, and Biden just signed this fucking another however many trillions of dollars to put us in more debt. Maybe you should include in those trillions of dollars, like every family gets, like you get a number of these tests.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that help? If you had in-home tests that you didn't have to pay for.
Yeah.
And they showed up in the mail. One of your kids gets sick. You're going, well, is it strep throat? Has he got a cold? Has he got COVID? Is it the flu? And a lot of people are like, fuck, I don't want to take my kid to goddamn urgent care because I haven't been fucking working and it's going to cost me $300. It costs me every time I have to take my son out there to get a strep throat test. It's well over $300 fucking dollars. And I can tell that he's got fucking strep throat. I mean, it's like, he's like, hi. It's like, you can see it. I mean, anybody out there who has kids, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, God, okay, for the school and for all these. And so we got to go sit out there.
Yeah.
And then we sit in there in that waiting room with a bunch of other snot-nosed little kids watching everything. You know, they're picking their nose through their mask, and I'm sitting there just going, Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ. You know, and you go back there, and it's like, really, Doc, do we really get... It's like, you know, you're going to charge me fucking $150 for the visit. You're going to charge me $150 for the test. You're going to write me a prescription for goddamn, you know, azithromycin. I'm going to have to go pay $50 for that. And I'm going to have to go buy a bunch of other shit. Try to make... You know what I did last time? And
it's just crazy that you're up to $400 by then. It's like...
For strep throat.
Yeah.
You know what I did last time? Placebo. Because you recover from strep throat just as quickly without taking the antibiotics, and your body develops immunity.
Yeah.
He's not had strep throat since. I mean, that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And he had it every year up until and that 1 year I said, I'm sick of these antibiotics. And he was young enough to not know that I wasn't giving, I mean, you're not giving him a Tylenol or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 days he was fine. And then he didn't have it again. And hasn't. I've never had it in my life.
Yeah.
I've never had strep throat.
I think I've only had it once and that's it. So.
I've had lumber lung and smoker's hack. And I've had sinus infections.
Yeah.
That's from just being dumb and not wearing a mask at work.
Yeah.
And huffing paint fumes, but I've never had strep throat. But I mean, every year. You know, and I mean, so, I mean, you look at that, I mean, is that not a fucked up thing in our healthcare system?
Yeah.
If you got a kid and you can't afford insurance, and you can look at the kid, you know he's got strep throat.
Yeah.
And, you know, and things are tight. Things are tight. It always happens in winter too. In the winter, like things get tight in the winter. For me, especially doing the work that I do, sometimes they get tight in the winter.
Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck. And you got to go down there, and then you go up to the fucking thing with the fucking paperwork, and you're leaving, and you're like looking at the lady, and like, what do I owe you? And like,
$400.
We don't know right now. But if you pay within 10 days, we'll give you 10% off. And then you sit there and you wait, and the bill shows up 30 days later. Do you know what I did with the last one? I told him eat shit.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not paying. I said, I offered you payment when I was in your office. And I said, I said, you guys do this on purpose. You tell me that if I pay within 10 days that you give me this 10% off. I said, but then the bill shows up 30 days later, and so now I'm eligible for the discount. And when I'm standing there and I'm offering you payment and you refuse it, I was like, I don't have to pay you anymore.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you can't do that. I said, I offered you payment. If you don't know the cost of your services, and I mean, like me, if I get done painting somebody's house, and the homeowner comes up to me and says, Mike, everything looks great. What do I owe you? I said, excuse me, just 1 minute. Let me run my truck. And I will work you up an invoice. I'll be right back. I'm not refusing the payment. I'm not going to say, don't worry about it.
No.
I was like, I mean, it's just ridiculous the way the healthcare system in this country is set up. It's just such a fucking joke.
No, let me say something.
So
like,
stupid.
I went on, what was it, March, to get my back muscles checked on this side.
Right.
It was like $2,000. Just, it was crazy. And they've only sent me one invoice, and that's it. I haven't received any other invoices or anything.
$2,000.
Yeah.
To
have a doctor just check my back
just a quick checkup. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane, and that's like we were just seeing. All these hospitals are closing in this country right now, and it's and what did they say? What Jimmy Dore say? It was because of insurance. What they say? Insurance adjustments.
Yeah.
You know what that is? They're not making enough money.
Yeah.
They're not making enough money off those beds.
Fuck, that day when they checked my back, I didn't even occupy a bed. It was like just...
Right. Yeah, and you're just making it...
Yeah.
If somebody could have... I could put my hands on somebody's back if they're feeling sore and tell right where that knot is.
Yeah.
And in 5 minutes have it worked out and like, hey, you're out the door.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh no, this doctor, he gave me medicine and he was like, well, yeah, you just better watch out. You don't put any effort on your back. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. Then my back started feeling better in 3 weeks. And then I was like, all right, I don't even have to go back to the doctor. And then I got the bill and I was like...
And being an employee...
Oh no, it was like $16,000 without insurance, but it was like...
Oh, you do have insurance?
Yeah.
Through Walmart?
No, I have a government insurance, but...
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I've been trying to do that, and they're just like... They put me through the ringer with all of it, and I'm like, you're a single dad, you're fucked. They don't give... If I was a single mom, and I'm like I've said over and over, I'm not taking any kind of stance or anything against single small moms. I respect the shit out of them. So know that, mothers out there, I do. I've got utmost respect for you because I do understand what it's like because I'm also in the same situation. So but however, it's different for me because I go to try and talk to somebody, they just look at you like, fucking whiner, get the fuck out of it, that's kind of what you get, and then you go in these, you go in the offices or whatever, and I'm sorry, but you've got a bunch of females working there, and they, they hate men. And they really do, and it's understandable because they deal with deadbeats and shit all the time, and there are a lot of bad dudes out there.
Yeah.
But guess what? There's a lot of fucked up bitches out there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had to go into that office one day and deal with something with them, and I walked in that way, and there was a bunch of females, and each one had a stroller in front of them, and I walked in that place, and I was like, oh shit. I felt like I'd walked into a bar in some gangster someplace I wasn't supposed to be. And even the lady at the reception desk, when I walked up there, and And she said, well, you have to wait to talk to so-and-so. And I said, okay. And she goes, she looks out in the lobby and she goes, you might feel more comfortable waiting in the break room.
Why?
Because those women were looking at me like they wanted to kill me. I mean, they're sitting there trying to get money out of some deadbeat, and I walk in and they're looking at me, and automatically I'm assumed. Automatically they're assuming that that's who I am, as some kind of a deadbeat when I walk in there. And I'm just going in to take care of some things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and I had to see one of their workers, and I mean, and even the lady that was working the reception, she could feel the tension from just the females in the lobby. I wasn't going to go sit out there with those women.
No.
I mean, they were hardcore. They were eyeballing me, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't knock you up.
Yeah, you don't have any beef with any of them.
And none of those kids mind. You know?
Yeah, it's like, I come in peace.
Yeah. They don't even think that, oh, maybe this guy's a single father that's coming in the door, you know? I mean, it never crosses anybody's mind. I mean, you get online, you look and try and I've done it just to, I've got on there just to see. Like, you look at, like, okay, help for single fathers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what comes up? Mothers.
Yeah.
There's nothing. The only thing you can find is there's like some advocacy groups where you could, like, get in a chat room with some, some other goofballs.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get anything out of it. You're not going to get any help with food assistance. You're not going to get any help with your bills. You're not going to get any help with anything. You're not going to get any help with medical. None of that shit. I've had to pay all that shit.
Yeah. But if you were female, then it's like...
it would have been covered easily and no big deal. And no problem. And that's a fucked up mess in this society. That's just the tip of the iceberg, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's crazy. All these females want to talk about, this gender disparity and... Yeah. Come on. The statistics right now is, men have... Okay, we are, like, sperm count is going.
Yeah.
Testosterone.
Yep.
Guess what, feminists? With no men, you got no ladies.
Yeah.
You got no population. Because it takes two to tango.
No, but...
And scissoring ain't going to make you pop out a little,
Yeah.
I mean, it don't work like that. Sorry.
No, but,
you can't take an egg and put it together and make you might make an egg, I guess.
Yeah.
You could have an omelet. Egg and egg. Give me a 2 egg.
No, but let me say, it's like, it's insane because every time I call Social Security, it's like they make me wait for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
My wife calls them. It's quick.
I know. I've done the same thing.
It's like, what the fuck? It doesn't make sense.
I've been going with it for a while because, my son's mother, before she passed away, she was getting Social Security.
Yeah.
And that should be going to him.
Yeah.
And I've been going back and forth with him for months now. And it's just a nightmare. It's a nightmare to deal with. And that is rightfully, I want to put that in the account for him so when he turns 18, and say, here you go. Welcome to the world. And I would have loved to have at that age had, a couple 10 grand or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
To be like, hey, ooh. I don't know. I probably would have been very responsible with it, but, maybe I would have. I don't know.
But it is so fucking frustrating for a guy. Even, I'm not single or anything, but it's still like frustrating that I have to wait on the line 3 hours to talk to someone.
Mm-hmm. And if you try and go into one of the offices and deal,
oh my God. No, the office is closed because there's still the COVID pandemic. So it's like,
no, right, yeah. And and then you walk in, they look at you like,
yeah.
You've got a female behind these, just automatically just looking and seeing your gender. They just don't even want to talk to you or deal with you. They don't think you have anything coming. They're going to do everything they can to make your visit as fucking awful as possible because they don't think that you're deserving of what every female in that office is deserving of. And then you've got these feminists that want to come out and say that there's this disparity between the genders, and it's like, yeah, there is. It's leaning, against men and towards women. They get whatever they go in there and just they lie.
Oh yeah.
They fucking make shit up. They get over on. I mean, they go out and sell food stamps for booze. I've seen it. I've seen it over and over. I'm not just saying this is made up fucking contrived bullshit. I've watched it fucking happen. You know, and if a man did that,
oh my God, no.
If you can get food stamps as a man,
yeah, exactly.
Good fucking luck. You know, go eat dirt, dude. You know, it's like fucking fuck you and your kids. We don't give a shit. You're a fucking man. You know, you ain't getting no food stamps. I mean, what's it called? WIC?
Yeah, WIC.
Women. What's the first word in that? Women.
I fucking don't know.
Right? Women.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't say person.
Yeah.
It doesn't say people. It says women. Okay. What about the single dad with a fucking baby?
Yeah.
Where's Mick? Ain't no Mick. It's just WIC. So right there, you ain't got no fucking, you got nothing coming to you. You go walking in that office, you got a little baby in a fucking whatever little thing, stroller, or what the hand cart. Hell, man, you're probably gonna have to go steal a goddamn basket from the fucking Albertsons.
Oh my God!
Put a kid in that because I mean, you know, you go walking in there and they're looking at you like you ain't got nothing coming.
Oh yeah,
you ain't got nothing to come. Go get a job, figure it out, get yourself some daycare. You know, daycare. I mean, you work.
You're like I'm just trying to look.
Yeah, you work a regular job, right?
Yeah.
So you're a regular schmo. I mean, I used to work these jobs, 15, 17, 18 bucks an hour. You can't fucking pay your rent, your bills, your fucking daycare, buy food, pay for a cell phone, do anything.
No.
You've got nothing coming. You're eating ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Your kid's eating shit because you can't afford any kind of decent food, so you're buying everything that's GMO and full of cancer, which that's why we have such a huge, you know, the people in this country are, you know, have such big health problems. I mean, everything we eat comes from Monsanto.
Yeah.
It's full of Roundup. It's full of glyphosates. I mean, that shit's terrible. That's why people...
But hey, Mike,
they can't lose it.
5 months. That's all the time I'm giving my wife. 5 months. That's it.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, man. I mean, you'd be living high on the hog. I used to be so jealous of this cat. He used to live up around the way, and I'd see him with his kids, and he was a stay-at-home dad.
Oh my God!
And we'd have a beer or two together every once in a while. He just loved his life. His wife was a doctor.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, are we coming back? Are we coming back? There we are.
There we are. Yeah.
And I said, you don't feel weird about that? You know, he goes, I love it, man.
Yeah.
He goes, I hang out with my kids all day.
Yeah.
He goes, I play with kids. He was like, I love my kids. I just play with my kids. And he's like, and my wife's cool too. He's like, I mean, he would. I was bartending back then, and I mean, she'd let him go out to the bar on a night or two a week. He'd be able to come down and hang out with his buddies. I mean, he had a great life.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have a stigma put on that, but and for some reason, mothers are just miserable.
Yeah.
And it's the toughest job in the world, like Bill Burr said. And it's like, look at that guy. I mean, I've not really met many stay-at-home dads. That dude was loving life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he'd drag him around the neighborhood in a wagon, and he was out riding bikes, and just, I mean...
And, it's funny that I talk to my Walmart coworkers, and I'm like, just give me 5 months, and I'm like, I'll still come and work, but it's like, I won't do it because I need to. I'll do it because I like to. It's like...
Well, it might be time to find something else to do. I mean, and I think that's one of the things I wanted to talk about too. And I think a lot of people have kind of figured this out with the whole COVID thing. Is people's willingness to go back to work?
Yeah,
it's dwindled.
Yeah,
people don't want to go back to work. I think that it's been ingrained in us in this country for so long. I mean, you look at a work week for the average American, right? I mean, everybody puts in at least 40.
Oh yeah.
And there's a big chunk of people that, like, on Office Space at the end, like at the end of the day on Friday, they're watching the boss because they know the boss is going to be like, hey, I need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to need you to come in on Sunday as well.
Yeah.
And a person's just trying to get the fuck out of there, and you're just indentured to this shit, and it's just And the thing is what they give you is just enough to make ends meet. Like, don't fuck off at all.
Yeah.
Don't take that trip to Vegas. Don't fucking go out and get all fucking hammed up and spend a bunch of money at the. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking put yourself in the fucking hole. And they just give people just enough. It's just enough. These corporations. I mean, how many people? I mean, you look at footage of people. Well, not now, but prior to COVID, people walking down the street in New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't look at another person. And everybody is just on a death march.
Yeah.
And they're going to a cubicle.
Yeah.
A fucking cubicle, man. People weren't made to be put in fucking cubicle. Oh, I got a good job. I got to pay off, I got to pay off my college loans.
No.
I mean, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But I think that with everybody having I think it was kind of a little bit of a mental reset. I mean, I know they talk about the Great Reset. I think it's the Great Resignation.
Yeah.
There are so many people in this country that are not going to go back to work.
Yeah.
And they don't care. They're like, we don't give a shit. Whatever you have to offer us, it's not enough.
Yeah.
We just got to spend all this time at home with our families, with our kids. It was tough, but you know what? It was better than being at fucking work.
Yeah.
Where you got some boss, some managerial fucking moron, you know, fucking little junior fucking boy scout that wants to fucking just nitpick you to death and shit. I've never worked a job like that in my life, but I can only imagine. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was some crazy wind. The hell was that?
Yeah.
Holy balls.
It's wind.
Let's go see if the roof is still on the house. No, but I think people just realize that, you know what, we've sold ourselves into this wage slavery.
Yeah.
And it ain't.
And they can't take it anymore.
And they realize that through this thing I think that people also, they had a chance to sit back and put a little bit of a, you know, like adjust the scales on what life and death means and how precious life is and how quickly that it can be taken away. And what are you going to do? You're going to spend all the best years of your life paying back your college loan.
Oh my God.
Working a shitty cheese job, living in a house in the fucking suburbs next to fucking Bob and fucking Eileen or whoever the fuck with their shitty cheese kids. You know, driving around in a fucking minivan.
Oh my God.
You know, commuting to work and sitting in traffic all through.
Yeah.
You know, not only do you have to go into, excuse me, people, I'm fucking trying to adjust this goddamn thing. Not only you got to go work in some fucking office building full of fucking dickheads, then you got to sit in traffic for 2 hours to get home.
Oh my God. And that's what I used to do in Maryland every fucking day.
Same thing when I lived in Seattle, man. It was the same thing.
It's like,
so sick of it.
I swear, I just started listening to podcasts back then because it's like, at least it gives me a chance to get out. It's like...
Yeah, when I was in Seattle, I'd work 23 hours away from my house.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was 2.5 hours to and back home. So you go work 8-hour shift, well, you just put in 12 to 14 hours. And I would watch guys just lose their minds out on the interstate because, I mean, you got 5 lanes of traffic and you look to your left and you can just see these dudes in a Hyundai, you know, and they've just fucking got their hands on the wheel and they're just fucking gritting their teeth and they're yelling curse words at the window.
Yeah.
And there's nobody in the car. They're fucking losing it. And then, you know, the person in front of them goes and stops and they go, and you watch him fucking hit the dashboard and start screaming, and I would reach down and fucking grab my joint, fucking light that up, reach over and grab a beer, turn the music up, and I'd stay in the right lane.
Yeah.
And I would beat everybody because everybody would merge and they'd all go to the left.
Yeah.
They had people out there that were fucking putting blow-up dolls in their goddamn fucking passenger seat and driving the fucking HOV lane.
Yeah.
One lady got sandwiched between 2 buses one year. And she had a blow-up doll in that fucking car. I mean, how embarrassing is that when the police show up inside? I mean, that's where you wish that the airbag didn't deploy and you just died because it's like, you're fucked. Everybody's going to know who you are after that. You're the fucking blow-up doll. You fucking bitch. You fucking fucked us all up. Because guess what? Traffic stopped big time when that happened.
No, but let me say, like, in Maryland, I swear, it was like 9 miles from my house to...
Oh, fuck. I've been there. I know.
It was 9 miles from my house to work, and it was like 10 miles from work to get Andrew from his daycare. It took me an hour and a half to get from work to his daycare to pick him up.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I totally believe it, man. I was out there last time I was out there. We went to an Orioles game.
Yeah.
And we left from Northeast DC, and we took an Uber.
Yeah.
To Baltimore. To a baseball.
Oh my God.
Sometimes the baseball game starts 7:05 on a Friday night. Dumb. It was like a 2.5 hour Uber ride. I mean, the fee on that ride was just
yeah.
I mean, had we been in a cab, it would have probably been a $500 ride.
Yeah.
I think it was like $125, which I thought was reasonable.
Yeah.
For that, and I felt bad for the lady driving the Uber because she was missing out on like local fares where she, so I gave her a nice tip too on the whole thing. But
yeah,
I mean, it was just nightmarish, and Seattle was the same way. I get so sick of that shit. I mean, it's so bad out there. It's just like any city, it's just rotten. We were not made to sit in traffic, man.
No.
And I mean, you think about that. Okay, you go to college at 18. Let's say you fast track it and you get out at 22, 23.
Yeah.
You pick up your rookie level fucking job as the fucking ice boy at some fucking corporation, whatever. You got a fucking cubicle. You're barely fucking scraping enough together to pay your student loans off.
Yeah.
And you're wanting to maybe meet a lady, but all you got is Dockers and your fucking shitty loafers, and you look like you fucking just went shopping at JCPenney's. You're living in a fucking shit box, squirrely fucking little studio apartment that you're paying.
Oh my God.
$1,500 to $2,000 a month to live in a shit box where your kitchen is right there next to your bed. That's really impressive to try and fucking woo the ladies with.
Yeah, no, but it's really true. So that's how I lived in Miami. So
you get an offer in the mail for a credit card.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take out the credit, you go buy yourself some fucking, get yourself some skins,
Yeah.
You're gonna go you go take out a car loan that you can't afford. So now you got your fucking student loans, you got your car loan, you got your credit card loans.
Yeah.
You still have to pay your utilities and the landlord, and put food on your table for yourself and
somehow
your goldfish or whatever shitty pet you have, or your marmot or a fucking woodpecker. Can't have a dog because you're in a fucking kitchen.
Yeah, it's too expensive to have a dog. It's
and then you meet a female that wants to bitch about the gender wage gap. I mean, she's living in a nicer place than you.
Yeah.
Her dad's bought her a fucking, she's driving a goddamn BMW. You're rolling around in a fucking old an 87 Corolla.
Didn't you hate that? It's like, it doesn't matter what you do, you can't reach her level. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so and then you end up, you find one that, that'll, and then all of a sudden now you got a fucking kid on the way. Here's that fucking, and here we go. And now you got to take out a fucking loan. Because you got to have a house.
Yeah.
You got to have a house. And you can't just live in any neighborhood. You got a baby on the way.
Exactly. You got to live in a nice neighborhood.
A house in the burbs. And you have to get that minivan.
Yeah.
So if you did have a decent car or a truck as a man, now guess what? You'd trade that motherfucker in, and you're getting a goddamn Santa Fe or Kia or some bullshit. Now you're driving around with a fucking man purse and fucking wearing goddamn Uggs and shit. I mean, and you wonder why fucking testosterone levels are at all-time low, and why the sperm count is fucking down. Guess what, ladies? Ain't gonna be no more kids.
Yeah.
You meet a lady when you're in your 20s, and guess what they want to? There comes that age, like they get around 30 and they want to have a baby.
Yeah.
They don't. That's biology.
Yeah.
And so people want to argue biology, but okay, why is it that? You know how many women I met back then in that time in my life that my biological time clock is kicking.
Yeah.
And they're ready to find a man, and there's something ingrained in them, and they're in the genetics of females. And I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I might sound misogynistic here, but
no, it's true.
Speaking truth.
Yeah.
And this is from experience of dating women. Trust me, I've dated a lot of females. I'm sorry, but I have. At that age, when I hit that age, they were ready to lie to you about being on birth control. They wanted to pump out a unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't care. And you're just going, I mean, it's crazy, man.
It is so true.
You know, you look at the way that men live their lives, and it's just shitty.
Yeah.
It's shit. I mean, you want to talk about the land of they ain't land of the free.
Yeah, no.
And they're definitely not brave. I mean, go to goddamn, what's that fucking stupid place in Yellowstone? The fucking geyser, Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Go up there on a summer day, on a July day. Go get your little ice cream. Give your kids their little ice cream. And go sit on the bench and watch men up there. And I'm not talking about gay watching. I'm talking about watch their behavior. Watch the way they act. The last time I was up there, I'm looking at my brother and I said, dude, zombie apocalypse? I said, you, me, and Jax are the ones that live through the zombie apocalypse if they come walking out of the trees right now. And I said, the only reason that you two live is because of me.
Yeah.
He said, it ain't because of you two. You know? I mean, I got a big-ass four-wheel drive fucking Suburban out there that'll run them. I mean, I can fight and whatever. I can survive. I've had to fucking survive. I've lived in the fucking woods and had to figure it out. And I mean, but you look at, I mean, and men should do that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how like the Spartans raised their a male and Sparta, right? I mean, you're talking about one of the most efficient warring nations in
the world.
Known history. They sent those boys out on their own with the wolves. I mean, it's like, you come back, all right?
Yeah.
Tough ass kids. You know, it's like that's the difference between a kid growing up in the suburb and a kid growing up in the trailer park. I mean, and I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what's happened to men in this society.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many dudes I run into. They don't even know how to change a fucking tire.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even know where to find the fucking factory jack on the vehicle. I've showed up to help friends out before with flat tire or whatever, and I pull up with my trailer and grab my fucking hydraulic jack and pull that thing out, and they look at me and go, what's that? You know, and then I got an air compressor, and I run a fucking line out of there on a retractable line with a fucking air ratchet.
And they're all like,
And it's like, boom, 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 here's your tire, get the fuck out. You know, now you're on a donut, get that thing to the tire shop. You know, don't be driving around on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean... And they're looking at you like,
yeah.
I mean, we're not doing well by our sons. We are not doing well by our sons at all. I mean, it's bad. It's a bad.
It's sad.
It is. Male feminists. Oh my God! When I hear that come out of
oh my God.
When I hear that come out of a dude's mouth,
my God.
I'm like, okay, I know why you're saying this. Is the only reason you're saying it is because you want to get laid. But it's like, dude, you need to give your balls a fucking tug.
Yeah.
I mean,
male feminist is like.
It's like you're all what?
Yeah.
I mean, huh? What about where's the?
It's like grow a pair of balls first, and then
where's the male-linist?
Yeah.
What would you call that? A masculinist? Oh, then if you're a man, it's toxic. It's toxic masculinity. God. That's the other thing that really gets that toxic masculinity. Do you know how many times I go and help out a female?
Yeah.
Is in a situation where they have, and I like to do it. I don't mind going to help single mothers out because I know that. You know, I mean, hey, if I get a call, it's like, this is that, and I got a light switch, it doesn't work. The toilet doesn't work. This doesn't work. My car won't start. I pull up.
Yeah.
Fix the shit. Pull up with a trailer with every tool known to God and get out and fix it. And I mean, I'm beating them off with a stick.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, it's so nice to have a real man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's so nice to have a man that knows how to actually do something. Meanwhile, their old man's sitting out in back or whatever, just slopping down natural light.
Oh my God.
You know, in farting and burping and shit, you know, and it's flip-flops, and you're just like, what the fuck? And that's the kind of men that we're raising these days.
Yeah.
You know? And so, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to teach my kid how to use tools and stuff. He did it tonight. I mean, he did a bunch of work around here, and I mean, it's tough with power tools and stuff. You don't want to put those in the kid's hand that's too young. But I mean, you know, he's got a fairly decent grasp, and it took me a long time to figure it out. I mean, I've worked construction since I was 14, but I mean, recently I've just kind of decided that anything that needs to be done, I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah.
It might take me fucking 5 or 6 tries, but after I fuck it up enough, I learn.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I mean, that's one of those paradoxes in life that you have to do things that are gonna fucking cause you to fail.
Yeah.
So you can succeed, and people don't want to fail anymore. They don't want to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, who really does? But you have to understand that that's life. You gotta fall down.
It's just part of the process. It's like,
yeah, you gotta fall down.
Yeah.
You gotta take those hits, and you gotta see what you're made of. And I mean,
it's like learning to ride a bike. I mean, if you don't fall, it's like,
yeah, what are you gonna do? Keep your training wheels on until you're fucking 21? You see that? You know, see that guy fucking riding down the fucking sidewalk with a fucking flag up and then wearing fucking neon fucking spandex and shit with training wheels on.
Yeah, and it's like I told Andrew, my son is like, you gotta ride the bike and you gotta learn. You're gonna fall. It's like,
well, what you do is you get those, you get them set to where you can just take them up, you know, because you can't push them. And this one day, you just the training wheels on there, and you just push them and you just let them go. And guess what?
They're gonna fall.
They're gonna go.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna keep pedaling like no big deal. And then they're gonna look back and realize you're not pushing them.
Yep. And then they're gonna freak out.
And they're just see no training wheels. And they're gonna fucking eat shit.
Yep.
It happens, but then they're gonna get up and they're gonna be they're gonna be crying and whining.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go up to them and you're gonna put a little Neosporin on there and say, get back on the bike.
Yep. And then it's like
they're gonna be pissed off because they fell and they're gonna get on the bike. And next thing you know, they're fucking hauling ass all around the block.
Yeah.
I did that. My kid did that.
Yeah.
And that's
and I went through that with Andrew last summer because he's like, oh, I think I can ride the bike on my own. And I was like, really? Let's take the training wheels off. And he's like, oh, I don't know that. It's like, you can do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can do it.
If you can manage to do that where they don't know that they're off of there, and you do the same thing where you're just grabbing the seat and you're pushing. My dad did it to me.
My dad did it to me. So it's like,
you just hold on to that seat. And you just go, okay, here you go.
Yep.
And you're sitting there going, what's he? And then they just keep going.
Yeah.
And then they all of a sudden they're like, and they realize. And that's always when it happens. They realize.
Yeah.
It's funny because we could all fly so high if we just didn't pay attention.
To
the things that we thought we needed to keep us grounded.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of that. You know, it's like I tell people, it's like you can do whatever the fuck you want, but you got to let go of these conceptions of the things that you think you need that are. You know what I mean? They're basically like a fucking anchor chain, you know, these things that we think that we need. It's like, well, I could never do that. As I was talking about writing a book, you know, I mean, it was, you know, I've always had it in my mind that I'm going to do that at some point in my life, and I'm going to.
Yeah.
And I was excited about it yesterday, and things kind of fell apart a little bit. I'm like, whatever, man, you know. I don't need those people to do what I'm going to do. I mean, you know, and you get to that point, but we've got a society of men that are just terrified to death. They're terrified.
Yeah.
I see that so often. Just dudes just scared to fucking death. They're scared to bet on themselves. They're scared to have confidence. They're scared to say, fuck you, I'm going to do what I'm going to do and watch me go. And they're scared to fail and flop and flounder.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, you can't be that way.
No, but let me say, like...
Especially like in your situation. Where you come back from a scenario where you're not even supposed to... I mean, you ain't even supposed to be here, man. I mean, what are you scared of now?
Nothing. It's like...
I mean, it's like you put yourself...
It's like, honestly, when I'm about to die, it's like, I'll just go in peace. It's like...
Sure. Yeah. And that's the thing, man. And death is just... I mean, you got to think about it like this, too. I mean, I don't know why we're here.
Yeah.
I can't say.
No.
And it's funny that every single fucking religion...
Oh, my God.
Every religion has a destination, right?
Yeah.
It's all about what happens when you die. Now, why is that? Is it just an anomaly that every religion has that?
Yeah.
Or is it that we really do that we transition, that we move on? Like, you know, I mean...
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know. Are we all a part of God? I mean, we could be. I mean, maybe he wants to, or he or she or whatever. I mean, there's got to be something behind all this shit, because we're not just here and we don't just have this consciousness just to be here for 80 years if you're lucky, and then you're just
gone,
worm dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not atheist and I'm not religious. I mean, I'm an Odinist, but that's more of an earth-based religion.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's not a dogmatic, like, I'm not going to sing the song.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go sing the songs.
No.
Like I was telling you last night about the singing the songs.
Yeah.
When I was engaged to that girl, I was like, oh my God, dude, that was the worst, dude. I would go at it.
Yeah, and then that is like, oh, we made $40,000. It's like, what the fuck?
Right, and that day it was Easter, and I was fucking hungover, man, and I'm sitting there, and they're singing songs, and Jesus died for us, and then he starts crying.
Oh my God.
He starts crying. He brings his daughters up on, which one of them I'm engaged to at the time, so I'm sitting there, right, and so then I'm between me and the mother, there's 2 empty seats, and she's over there just glaring at me, like, because the day before she bought me like a polo shirt or some shit, and I took it back to the mall and I traded it in on a Fish album, and I went back to their house and I showed her. I was like, "Hey, thank you, you got me a new Fish."
Yeah,
and she's like, I mean. Yeah, they were just so upset that their daughter was engaged to me. I mean, when they found out, I don't think they were very happy. But
yeah.
She was living with me, too, so they weren't happy with that either.
Yeah.
They weren't happy any way it went because of me, because they didn't like me.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit, whatever. They were the most fake fucking people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and they did that whole show. Like,
no, it's like...
They all cried. They turn on the water, and then all of a sudden, the fucking organ music pipes up, and here comes the silver fucking trays.
Fucking A.
And everybody's just, dabbing that eye. all the the women are dabbing their eyes with the hanky. You got men, they're grabbing their hanky, and they're blowing their nose, like the old man snot blow, the real quick snot blow.
Oh, my God.
You can tell they're cutting up, too, and they're coming off that checkbook. And, we get back to their house. And I've just witnessed this whole crying fucking thing. And it was all for show.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting there, everybody gets their fucking Easter ham, which I don't know why you gotta eat a fucking ham. This shit's so fucking gross. It's just as bad as fucking turkey.
Yeah.
You know what I had for Thanksgiving? Fucking ribeye steak on my smoker, bro. Fucking baby red potatoes and fucking asparagus and fucking lemon butter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like... fucking dried out fucking carcass of a bird. A dried out bird is terrible, man.
Yeah.
And ham is even worse.
Oh, yeah.
Got a fucking gristle. You're sitting there and cutting it. And you go to eat the ham dinner wherever you go, and you're sitting there in a big lawn. They put the extra leaves in the table, and they pass around the ham. Ooh, it's a spiral cut honey ham. And you don't get a regular knife. You got a butter knife, and you hit that gristle. And you're trying to fucking gnaw, and then you got a string of shit in it. Oh, God. And it's all fucking dry in a popcorn fart. It's like eating shoe leather. Oh. And then everybody, the green bean casserole.
Oh, my God.
What is up with the green bean
That's so
casserole?
nasty.
I mean, that and Christianity, they're all intertwined so, But so we're sitting there, and the green bean casserole's going on.
Oh, my God.
And then the sweet potato casserole. Then that casserole, that's got the burnt fucking brown sugar with the burnt marshmallows on top. You're trying to fucking dig into it with this fucking spoon, and it won't even go through, and it's like, oh, this is going to make a turd. And then the dude gets up and fucking, I just have an announcement. We made this much today at the fucking... You're like, listen, they're going, dude, I just want you up there fucking put on a total act and cry. And bring your fucking kids up there and cry. I mean, and just play on everybody's emotion in that fucking congregation. No. Everybody came off their checkbook for Easter.
Oh, fucking A.
I mean, it's just like, what a fake bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that way.
I mean, if what you were doing was legitimate, and if what you're doing up there on that fucking, in the, whatever you call it, the pulpit, I call it a stage at most churches, it's a fucking stage. Look at that Joel Oyster, whatever his name is.
Austin, yeah.
When that hurricane hit Houston and people are getting flooded out downtown, the motherfucker owns the arena where the Houston Rockets play basketball. You know how much it costs to sit in one of the front rows at one of his Sunday sermons? $4 fucking grand. $4 grand. He's in a basketball arena. You know how many people fit in that?
Yeah. It's like 20,000 people.
You got people drowning out there in the streets, and he would not open his doors to let people fucking shelter in that place. Now, what would Jesus do?
Yeah, open the doors for everyone,
Jesus wouldn't be no fucking Joel Oysterhead, whatever his name is. I mean, these guys fly around in these private jets. And they claim to speak for God or whatever. I was watching.
Oh, fuck that.
Kenneth Copeland said that he couldn't fly commercially because of all the demons on the flight.
What?
Because what if he needed to talk to God? It's like, you ain't talking to God, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's
I just
bullshit.
I just submitted a short story to a writing contest called the LDS or the LSD. The LSD missionary. And it was about a guy that I went to college with at this Christian school that accidentally ingested 50 hits of LSD. And he wanted to be a missionary. And I often wonder what happened to him, because I don't think he probably did.
Yeah, no.
It's like once you step into that psychedelic world.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too with like atheists, is like if you've ever done psychedelics and gone to that place, seen those possibilities of what can actually come into your head.
Yeah.
You gotta sit back and, myself, you gotta go, well, maybe there's something out there, because I never thought I'd see these type of things in my life, and yet I just put this square thing on my tongue, and then all of a sudden I'm watching the fucking Energizer Bunny play drums across the moon, and I'm looking at a bust of William Shakespeare in some garden somewhere, and there's water shooting out of his eyes, and there's ink coming out of his pen, and I'm talking to a Pez dispenser.
Oh my God.
And it's as real as real. And it's like, so if I can take a chemical and my mind can be manipulated this way.
Yeah.
Or I can smoke a little DMT that comes off of a frog, comes off of a toad, and all of a sudden you shoot straight up for 15 minutes and you're talking to machine elves. And you realize that you have no ego and that the whole universe is one. And it's like, is that God? Maybe it is. I don't know, but it's definitely not religion.
Yeah.
It's certainly not religion, and that's what's so funny.
Let me say something. That religion, or whatever you want to call it, seems more real than fucking sitting in a pew for 60 years of your life. So
with the short pencils.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Those short pencils. Every time I ever have to go, man, I always have some fucker try and hand me a hymnal. I don't sing. I don't sing songs. I don't sing songs to the invisible man.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, here's some.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I've got one right here. I'm choosing not to look at it. Thank you. When we went to my buddy's funeral a couple of years ago, and he used to always say, whenever I'd leave his place, like we'd be drinking beer at his house, and he was Lutheran, and I'd leave and he'd go, "May God be with you." And I'd say, "And with you, my son." And it was just a running joke. But they were Lutherans, and I realized why he said that at his funeral, because after you had to sit there and chant with the guy, and it's like me and my other long-haired buddy, like we're sitting in the back, and just kind of like, and people kept coming up with the hymnals, but after everything they said, "May God be with you," and then the whole congregation go with, "And with you, my son." And I realized at that point, and I was trying not to laugh, because this guy was one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met. And we're going to do a podcast for him on the 13th, because he passed away, and so his son's going to come in, and we're going to have a little remembrance of Ricky, and it's going to be pretty funny, because when you talk about people and you say they broke the mold on that, this guy, they broke the mold on it. I guarantee I'm never going to meet another person like him. I can never be like him. This guy, when you hear the stories with this dude, I'm talking, the guy's in his 60s, and we're getting into fights in bars, and just the shit that he would do. I missed the motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy.
Yeah.
And he just went out one day, walked out the back patio. He always had wood. He always had toothpicks. He walks out the back patio of his house. he just had the best doctor's appointment he'd ever had in his life. Because he had health problems. He had walks out, takes the wood, throws it in the yard, turns around, walks back in the sliding door, falls, and gone. Blood clot, gone.
Yeah.
Instantaneously. Medics got out there. They said it was painless.
Yeah.
He just was gone. And that's kind of how you want to. To me, that's how you want to go.
Yeah.
I've watched people die in that hospital bed,
And then when you got the religious people around,
Oh my God.
They're trying to get you to get saved, and I've seen that shit.
No.
Well, you're gonna die. You need to accept.
No,
the Lord.
it's like, fuck
Lord,
that.
God, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, so you can go to a cloud up there with your fucking family. Who wants to do that?
No, thank
For
you.
eternity?
No.
Go sit there with your family?
No.
On a cloud? And fucking play golf?
No.
With your aunt? Or your grandmother?
Oh my God, no.
Come on. That's fucking heaven?
No.
I'll go take my chance with a motherfucking devil. You know what I mean? At least he'd be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go listen to some fucking rock music.
Yeah, that's true. Listen to Metallica and then
listen to your fucking great aunt fucking bark at you. Come on, dude. I mean, what's the chow like?
Oh my God!
I mean, you're a spirit. Then you don't even get to eat nothing.
Yeah.
You go get a drink. I mean, what do you just sit there and play the harp on your cloud?
Oh my God!
I love it. They all look up and they go, "He's in a better place." Well, at least he's in a better place. He's looking down upon us now. No.
Yeah.
No. Where is it? What are they just hovering around out there with the space garbage?
No.
Like the fucking, are they out there on the fucking International Space Station?
No.
Like all the dead people? They're looking down upon you.
Oh my God.
What the fuck are you talking about? Looking down. Come on, man. I don't think that, I'm not one to say that I doubt that our consciousness, I think our consciousness stays, it goes somewhere else. It doesn't go up there.
No.
It doesn't look down upon us. I mean, do you think your grandpa wants to sit there and watch you fucking rubbing one out in the fucking bathroom and shit? I mean,
No.
I mean, he's looking down upon you. He sees everything you do. You're Jesus Christ. You think your grandma wants to see that shit?
Oh no. Fuck that.
I mean,
trust me, I think they have more interesting stuff to do every fucking day.
Sit there and pick lint out of your toes while you're sitting on the toilet, dropping a deuce and washing your ass. Come on. They're looking down upon you.
Oh my God.
In my highest moments, like when I'm fucking carrying the Olympic torch and then fucking music in the background, your grandpa is supposed to be. No. I mean, they got to see it. If they're looking at you, they got to see it all.
Yeah.
And that's got to be disturbing.
Yeah.
That's got to be disturbing for a lot of people. If they're looking down on their who they left behind.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine?
They'd be so disappointed. It's like, did I leave this fucking behind? It's like
down on Jeffrey Dahmer. Can you imagine that? Well,
yeah.
Say you're stuck. That's what you have to do. Is that they make it seem like that's what you have to do?
No.
When you die, you have to look down. Upon
No. Fuck that.
If you're departed, you have to look down upon these others.
No.
What if you were his grandpa? And you're watching him eat the dicks of little boys and then put them in the freezer and then go back for snacks like it's like ice cream, I mean, he's looking down. That's hell.
Yeah.
That's hell. That guy. Okay, let's say you're Jeffrey Dahmer's grandpa. You're okay, just hypothetically, because I like getting into hypotheticals. You're Jeffrey Dahmer's grandpa. Okay.
Okay.
You didn't know that your grandson was going to be a fucking psychopathic, fucking,
serial killer,
fucking cannibalistic, fucking, serial killer. And so then you die. Then you've gone to church every Sunday and you've put your 10% in that fucking plate and you've read the Bible and you've lived by the good book and you've just been right down the line, right? And so let's say now you go to heaven and that whole ideology of they're looking down upon you, and that's what you're stuck doing is looking down upon your grandson, who is, a serial killing, cock eating, homosexual fucking serial killer, fucking cannibal, and that's heaven.
No,
that's heaven.
Fuck that.
And you can't stop looking because you have to look down upon them. That's what you do. That's what you do when you go to heaven. You got to look down. You have to look down upon them. I mean, do you get to opt out?
It's like torture for you.
Do you get to opt out of that? Like if you die, and you don't say you don't want to look down upon them? I mean, everybody says that they're in a better place and they're looking down upon us.
Then let me say that everyone doesn't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
No, they don't. Because if you put it in that kind of a scenario. And don't tell me Jeffrey Dahmer had a grandfather. Yeah. Now, I don't know if he was religious or not. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But say that's his. Say that's what happened. Or you're married to an old bag that just drives you fucking bananas. And you die and you're floating away and you're looking down and you're seeing your body and you're looking at the old bag and you're just floating away. And you're like, yeah, thank fucking God. And then you get up there, you know, and you go through the little fucking gates with St. Peter and you go in there and you're playing your harp and you're fucking, you know, going to, you know, evening cocktail hour. Yeah, maybe you got a little action going with some other lady over, and then all of a sudden here comes your wife.
Oh my God.
You've been away from her for 10 years, everything's great, and then all of a sudden, boom. You're like,
why?
Fuck.
That's the only question I have. Is like, why? What the fuck?
Is that heaven?
No.
I mean, it really sounds like a shit deal to me.
It sounds like bullshit.
If you really look into the whole ideology,
yeah,
you know, then they go, well, what if you make the wrong decision and you don't believe in God, then you're gonna have to burn.
Oh my God!
If he's an all-knowing, all-loving God, then why is he gonna make me burn?
Yeah, he shouldn't.
I mean, you would think if he was all-knowing, all-loving, that he might like respect somebody that might question that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he tried to make that one dude kill his own kid. And he was like, oh, just kidding.
Oh my God.
Just kidding, Abraham. Just let Isaac up.
No.
It's okay. You know, and Isaac's sitting there going, what the fuck, Dad? I mean, how's that work out when those two meet up in? I mean, how's the rest of their relationship go? Your dad had you tied up to an altar. He was ready to fucking like slice your fucking neck and burn you to this God.
Oh my God.
And then the God says, I'm just kidding. I was just testing you.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, fuck you, God. It's like,
well, yeah. And what about the kid? You're like, fucking. From then on, you're not fucking letting your fucking dad anywhere close to your ass. You're like fucking watching him like fucking hot. You're like, I'm fucking right here on you, motherfucker. You fucking no altars, no nothing. We ain't going no more fucking walks, no more hikes, no more goat herds, no more nothing.
Yeah.
I got my own tent, and I'm fucking watching you. You know, I mean, that's God. That's God.
It's exhausting thinking about a God that acts like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I know. And I always laugh when people talk about, like, they talk about how Islam is such a violent religion. It's like, hey, motherfucker, did you ever read that? Have you ever read the Old fucking Testament?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever read the Old Testament? I mean, that said that there was, I mean, for adultery, you fucking stone your fucking wife to death. I mean, you know, maybe you're working with a roll of dimes and the guy up there is, you know, I mean, you know, his big shoots.
Yeah.
And you got the Immaculate Conception.
Fuck that.
Fucking Joseph was the biggest fucking cuck there was, man.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. It don't work like that. God came down and stuck his spirit wing inside Mary. And then she had a baby that was not only God, but he was a human and he was the Holy Ghost.
No.
He was all three. He was a holy, and he lived to 33. And he was a carpenter, but I never saw no pictures of him with fucking nail bags. What kind of tools did he use? They didn't have no nails. What was a carpenter? What were they cutting shit with? Fucking fish? He could make fish. He could walk on water. But how was he a carpenter? What carpenter?
It doesn't make sense.
Did they even have steel?
Yeah, no.
I never saw any pictures of Jesus.
Nope.
I mean, he didn't have no fucking work boots on. He wore a dress. I mean,
his robe, it's like, that's it.
How's he a carpenter?
I have no idea.
What did he build? According to the Mormons, he went to Philadelphia. Did you ever read that part?
No.
I think it was the book of Nephi. I remember playing basketball one day, and these Mormon missionaries came up, right? And it was a hot summer day. And it was like me and my brother and a couple of friends. We're just out there playing around, you know, and they come up and like, excuse us, brothers, can we have a word with you? And I'm like, I'll tell you what. I said, here's the deal. I threw a basketball at him. I said, you get back there beyond that 3-point line and you sink a three, we'll listen to you.
Yeah.
Throws up an air ball, and I said, well, that's it. Get off the court.
Yeah.
And they go and stand under the basket, and all three of them are standing there holding their Book of Mormon, and you know, we got to the point where, you know, it was a hot summer day, so we stopped for a drink of water or whatever the hell we had, and they came up, I said, you missed the three, you know, and they said, I want to talk to you about the Book of Mormon. I said, okay, wrap it up, okay? And they got the thing out, and they started showing. And they're like, Jesus came to Philadelphia. I said, well,
No.
Jesus came to Philadelphia. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Ain't no Jesus in Philadelphia. I said, those motherfuckers boo Santa Claus, man. You gotta be out your motherfucking mind telling me Jesus went to fucking Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
I mean, and they had pictures,
Yeah.
and like, Jesus in Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
Was he there with Ben Franklin, and they wrote the fucking Declaration of Independence? Maybe that's why God loves America, because Jesus was in motherfucking Philadelphia when they wrote that shit. I still can't figure out why God bless America.
Oh my God.
I mean, why not God bless?
You know, it's the first time.
Why not God bless Senegal?
Yeah.
Why not God
But
bless
it's the first
Congo?
time ever that I hear that Jesus went to Philadelphia. It's like,
We can look it up, man. I swear it's in there.
oh
They
my
said
God.
it. I looked at him. I said, Philadelphia. I said, motherfucker was born in Bethlehem. There wasn't even no motherfucking Philadelphia back then. Well, like Philadelphia was full of fucking Indians, man. I mean, Pennsylvania wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
There was no states. It was like just a fucking. There's just indigenous people rolling around out there. Come on, man.
Oh my
Like,
God.
The Mohawks were probably there at the time. I mean, you know.
Fuck.
Jesus went to Philadelphia.
Oh my
ass.
God.
Shit. I mean, and then to believe that, I mean, the things that people believe in the name of religion are just
Yeah. It fucking doesn't make
silly.
sense.
And it's all just because it's a fucking crutch for when
Yeah.
you die. It's
And no one knows what
the-
happens. It's
It's
like,
the assurance that but if you drink the Kool-Aid, then you
Oh
get
my
the
God.
assurance that when you die. And I love the one I love is the Christians that get the tattoos.
oh.
When it specifically says that you're not supposed to do that, but it's okay for you because it says Jesus loves
Oh
me.
my
and It's
God.
got John 3:16 on it, you know? My tattoos aren't any fucking
Yeah.
good. You're gonna fucking burn. Last I checked, it was my skin. You know, and it's like,
Yeah.
this guy's okay because he got John 3:16.
Oh my. What the
or
fuck?
he got a lamb or whatever.
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's a tattoo. It's like it doesn't matter what.
He got a cross tattoo.
It doesn't matter what it is. It's a tattoo. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, if you're not supposed to do that, then how come ancient people, I mean, people have been doing tattoos for,
yeah,
I mean, fucking well beyond recorded history.
yeah,
I mean, it's your body, right?
yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want. It's like,
Yeah.
it's your car. You can drive your car however you want. I mean, what the fuck? Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
You
we
know, it's
should
so
probably
fucking
cut it short.
I don't know. That's been kind of a funny conversation.
Oh my
We
God.
didn't even get into half of what we're
No,
going into. People stay away from that Obi-Wan Kenobi. Make sure you get plenty of vaccinations. Get your booster 1, 2, 6,
Yeah.
8, 9. I think they're going to start making a booster milkshake here pretty soon. You can get one at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah,
What's the shake that they have during the wintertime? Is it the eggnog shake?
yeah. It's the
They're gonna
eggnog.
Put a
Yeah,
booster in the eggnog shake at McDonald's. So get plenty of those. Line up to
Yeah.
McDonald's. It'll do you well. And that'll get you to heaven sooner too, because that shit is sure to clog them arteries up. If Obi-Wan Kenobi don't get you,
yeah,
them eggnog shakes will.
yeah. If it's not one, it's the other. It's
You
like,
can bet on that.
Yeah.
And get a double quarter pounder while you're at it. And dunk those fries in that shake too.
yeah.
I love that, watching people dunk the fries in the shake.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
why-
Yeah, it's
why-
like,
why-
what the
why?
fuck? It's
Those
doing-
French fries that have 17 ingredients in it.
Yeah.
French fries don't need any
No,
17
no,
ingredients
yeah,
unless you
I
get-
agree.
Unless you get animal style fries from In-N-Out Burger. And that's not 17.
Yeah,
That's potato, salt, oil.
yeah.
and some
And that's all that
vegetables,
should be in a
some
French fry.
vegetables.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Lettuce, tomato. Yeah, I mean, unless you're putting chili and cheese on the motherfuckers. You know? I mean, good God.
Oh my God.
I love driving by McDonald's and just seeing all those fucking fatheads just lined
Yeah.
up around the block. It's just like, oh God. I mean, I eat there maybe once every maybe 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I regret it so
Yeah.
fucking much every time I do.
Yep.
I mean, go through there and I mean, I'll take Jackster or whatever. He gets his big breakfast. Say I'm like, oh, I'm feeling say I'm feeling froggy.
Yeah.
Give me 1 egg McMuffin.
Oh no.
From driving there to here is maybe, I mean, I get
Yeah.
here and I've got a fucking 2-second emergency. I'm fucking sprinting down the hall trying to get in the bathroom. And the whole day is that way. It just ruins a day. I feel like I'm gonna puke and shit at the same time. And I'm wondering, why did I eat that?
Yet my sons love McDonald's, and I'm like, fuck that. I just can't. My body can't process it. It's
so
like,
bad.
yeah.
It's so bad. Any of them are.
Yeah.
God, I painted Burger King and watched smelling that. I can't even.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'll have Taco John's once in a while.
Yeah.
But no.
Taco John's is the one that I go to every once in a while because it's like they actually make the burritos in front of you, so it's like, okay, I can live with that.
But it's not El Pastor.
Except that I'll be getting burritos al pastor in a couple of weeks. So.
Yeah. Great Google. I wonder where the fuck my passport is. That screwed me over. See what happens when you're a fucking federal felon? You just get hosed. Your infant gets a passport. I fucking get the runaround.
Oh my God.
I don't know how much I paid him for that. I still haven't seen it. Well, you know, you're not expedited, but we're definitely we're gonna get it to you in an extended fashion.
No, but still, I mean, you're just requesting your passport. It's
right. I think it's because I've never had one. I don't know. I need to follow up with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had one.
Because that's all you need, and then we're good to go to Mexico.
I know, man. I want to go. I can smell pastor. Especially in Mexico City. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm drooling now. if now, you know, see, if they told you that you could go and eat al pastor and like,
oh yeah,
and drink, you know, really nice
beer,
beer and tequila,
yeah,
like really nice, like a anejo or even a reposado.
Oh yeah,
like those good tequila. Oh God, I had a shot at tequila in San Diego. It was this little ceviche place, just a little hole in the wall, and it was like $140 shot. It was the best. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was no fucking Pancho Villa. You ever had that shit?
No, but
that's the worst tequila on the
planet. But I swear, it's like if you can get the beer, the Noche Buena beer. Oh my God.
About that, yeah. You give me that and some really good.
Yeah.
Oh God. Really good fucking anejo. Oh, yeah. No Jose Cuervo. I think Patron is about as far down the road as I go, and Patron's even iffy. I'd never paid $140 for a shot of anything though, but that, you know what? I was on vacation.
Yeah. And
I had a really nice. That ceviche was just, oh God. That's what I get some back to. I miss that, man. That ceviche is just the shit, man. I mean, that's for my money, it doesn't get no better. That's heaven.
Yeah.
Not sitting on a cloud with my grandma playing a harp and getting harped on. Don't put it out with your boots,
Oh my God.
All right, on that note,
we're going to take you out. Let us know what you think about the new setup here.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go this route. I think it was good.
Oh, yeah. I like the new setup. It's perfect.
Sorry, I went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but, you know, it was all good.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Christians, I love you all. And you have fun in your heaven, and I'll have fun in my hell. On that note, take us out with a bong hit. Thank you, Jesus!
Or even stop a speeding car. We don't fight super villains or fly off into the stars. We don't know wear capes, have sidekicks, or even a best friend. But we know where it starts though, and that's usually where you end. And we could be bigger than Batman if we wanted to, bigger than the bombs we're going through. For every little lie you believe that's true, no, there's a superhero inside of you. Bigger than Batman if we wanted to, bigger than the bombs we're going through. For every little lie you believe that's true, no, there's a superhero inside of you. We ain't all perfect. Yeah, we don't usually kiss the girl. We don't have superpowers. Change your phone booths to save the world. We don't all wear capes, have sidekicks, or even a best friend.